Should I just wear like a sweater?
No, you're good, man.
Do I look good?
Yes.
I feel like in a sweater I would be like more comfortable.
It's just because you're stressed about my questions.
I'm stressed about freaking everything. Okay. Well, what do I say? So I've been really obsessed with like those Vogue interviews and like those Vanity Fair interviews, and I figured like I've never made a chilled out video. I've always been just making videos that are super like quick and like extra edited. So I figured like maybe let's do something different and let's do like a video that's not really like what I usually would do, and especially looking the way that I do. It's just because in these Vogue interviews they all look super magical and great, so I figured I'd take out like my best robe. There's really nothing to it. I was just telling my mom I'd be 100 times more comfortable in a sweater, but it's fine. Anyways, so I figured the video could be my mom interviews me. So basically my mom acts kind of like a Vogue interviewer, and she asks me a bunch of questions. I have no clue what these questions are about, by the way. They're not like pre-arranged or anything. I have no clue what she's about to ask me. So I guess we'll get into the video.
Ready?
Yes.
Get set, go. What makes you happy every day?
What makes me, oh my God, what makes me happy every day? What makes me happy every day is waking up knowing that I have you by my side to support me, and that's not just a cheesy answer. To have what we have, we're very lucky to live here, and I get to wake up every morning and not once regret my life at all. I get to wake up in the morning and not want to die, which is more than I could have ever asked for, because for a really long time in my life, that's all I could think about. So to wake up with you by my side, to wake up with Paco, Cree, and Peach by my side, and to know that I have amazing people in Montreal that support me is what makes me happy every day. And to get to look outside and have this in front of me is what makes me happy every day.
Ready? This is a hard one. What is the most turn-off thing on a guy?
Oh my God. What's the, oh my God. That's a difficult question. I guess I would say, okay, physically or like emotionally?
Whatever you want.
Okay, I guess we'll go with like the connection you have with somebody. I guess like someone that's not independent, like someone who freaking needs too much out of you, that wants reassurance all the time, that just needs everything from you. So it's like, girls are all like that. It's like, at the minute a guy is like slightly interested in us, we're like, no. I guess it's like someone that just shows too much, it's so dumb. Someone that shows too much interest. Who says that? Whatever, probably why I'm still single.
With who you would like to go on a trip, except me?
Who I would like to go on a trip with? Dad.
Yeah.
Dad, yeah.
If you would choose the dessert that will represent you, what would it be?
Oh my God, the dessert that could represent me. That is such a good question. Honestly, I can't help but to say un macaron, because they're just so like delicate and fragile. They're like the prettiest. Obviously, I'm comparing myself to the #1 thing that's like super fragile and like the most, it's just such a delicate pastry, and it's so difficult to achieve. I feel like that describes me so well. Just so difficult to deal with. Like there is so much shit that can go wrong when you make a macaroon. So, un macaron.
Your worst place that someone can bring you on a date?
The worst place someone can bring me on a date. Oh my God, anything that has to do with heights. because then I'll have a mental breakdown and it's just horrible. I'm down to do anything, like doom buggy, whatever, like bring me out, I don't care. But like, don't bring me somewhere where there's gonna be heights or we're gonna go like zip lining, because I might just like pass out.
If you could listen to only one song for the rest of your life, which song?
Oh my God, Charlie Mallrat. If you guys haven't checked it out, like the song is like 70s vibes. She's so beautiful. It's such an angelic song. Charlie Mallrat.
What is a good kiss for you?
A good kiss? Okay, that, whatever, I don't care. I'm making this interview, right? So already like you guys are gonna know details that are unnecessary, but I think that a good kiss is something that's like a guy that like eases into it. So a guy that's like very like gentle at first, but then like it builds up. And also like not too much tongue, no tongue, because that's just weird. You feel like a fish, that's just like unnecessary. Yeah, I don't feel like kissing an aquarium when I'm kissing you. That made no sense whatsoever, but it's fine. Yeah, like, I mean like a build up, like someone that's not just gonna shove their tongue inside your throat, but also someone that's gonna like ease into it. Was that clear? Not at all.
If you would be in a guy body for a week, what will you do first?
Oh my God, is that appropriate to say? I'd have sex. That's what I would do. I'm sorry. I know my family watches my videos, but that's just the truth. I'd have sex. I'm sorry. I would. I'm sorry.
3 things that you can't live without from Canada.
From Canada, directly imported from Canada.
Okay. 3 things
Q-tips. I mean, guys, there is no actual like Q-tips, like just like the Q-tips brand from Johnson & Johnson, no Q-tips. So I always have to ask my dad to bring me some Q-tips. Oh my God, my okay, so I had braces, right? And like I have a wire in the back, so I need like the super floss to pass it in the back of my teeth so I can floss. So that, and what else? Did you know what I was gonna answer when like no? I'm like trying to think of like one last thing.
Something that you ask people to bring you when they're coming to visit.
Oh, Winter Jack. I mean, I love when people bring me Winter Jack. It's like my favorite alcohol in the entire world. So Winter Jack, because we don't have it over here. I guess that would be my answer.
If you could tattoo your best friend during his sleep, what will be the tattoo and to who you will impose that tattoo?
Oh my God, I would totally impose, Teo, I know you're watching this, I would totally impose a tattoo on Teo. And since we were kids, since we were teenagers, I've known him for like 10 years. So since we were teenagers, I've called him T-O. And I think I just get that tattooed on him. Just T-O.
Poor Theo. I know that's your best special day that you love during the year. It's Halloween. So what was your best Halloween disguise ever?
Oh my God, that is such the easiest thing to say. I mean, I've had like multiple costumes, but my best one ever was Wednesday Addams. I mean, I had like, insert picture here. I had like these long braids and like this like super like well-fitted dress, like with the freaking high socks and everything. It was gorgeous. Plus, I actually managed to get a guy in that outfit, so. No, whoa, that sounded bad. No, like I met a guy and he was interested in me. Okay, nothing happened that night.
If you would have asked 3 questions to your cat, what will be the 3 questions?
Do you think I'm your soulmate? First question, because I think I am. Second question. I used to roll her around in a stroller when I was a kid, because I've had her since I was 5 years old, and I would like to because she never did anything. She was never angry at me. So like, was it that horrible to get carried around in a stroller? And I would also ask her, I asked this to my mom the other day because Cree is almost 19 years old, and I can't help to think but how impossible that is. So I asked my mom the other day, like, do you remember when I asked you, have you ever exchanged Cree? Like, did Cree ever die and you replaced her with another cat? So I guess I would ask, because I know like you're gonna say no for the rest of my life, but I guess I would ask her like, are you a replacement of the original Cree?
If you would go on a witness protection program, what name you will choose?
Oh my God. Okay, honestly, I always said that like if I ever had kids, but if I were ever to have kids, I'd have a daughter and I'd call her Sybil. So I definitely would be under witness protection. My name would be Sybil. And people would call me like Cece.
And last name?
Oh, last name? Something like Rose or something. Sybil Rose. That is the weirdest thing I have ever said.
What's the best car ride after clubbing you ever had?
I was with one of my best friends in the back. Well, she was in the back of the car. I was in front. And a guy I used to see and his friend were in the back as well with my best friend. And I just remember my best friend like, what, did she scream?
She just said, can we open the door?
Can we open? Yeah, I remember. Yes. For the first time, because she used to. She was like the most like genuinely like outgoing person ever, and that is probably the first time I ever heard her not speak. And she was like, can you please just open the window? And I was like, what's wrong? And she was like, just please open the window. And I was like, okay, perfect. Okay, we'll open the windows. And all you heard was just a burst out of laugh when we dropped off his friend, a burst out laughing, and I was like, what's wrong? And they were like, he literally just puked in his jacket. He literally was like, but closed off his jacket, and that's it. I also, by the way, that's literally no diss to him. He was filled with puke. He was trying to hide the fact that he puked. It was awful, but that's like literally, I have no lessons to give because I remember being highly intoxicated and purposely puking in my car because I was so insane. I'm so insane when I drink. I thought if I puked outside, someone would see me, film me, and put it on the internet, and I'd become a meme. So I ended up puking in the back of my car. So I'm no better.
Of course, you were not driving.
I was not driving. I was not driving.
To who you will never want to be stuck in an elevator? Could be a famous person, or it could be one of your friends.
Maybe like the awful girls in my high school, like them.
The mean girls?
Yeah, the like mean girls in high school. I'd be like, yeah, I think like that would be a really awful elevator ride.
If you would go on a karaoke evening, what song will you sing?
Oh my God, Tell It to My Heart. Tell It to My Heart is my number one jam. I love that song so goddamn much. Tell It to My Heart.
Your best romantic memory?
My best romantic memory. Oh. I came on vacation in Cancun with one of my exes, and I remember the whole experience was so magical and we had such a good time, but it was towards the end of our relationship and he actually broke up with me once we got back. So, and I kind of knew it was over, so I'm not gonna say it was one of my best memories, but I'm gonna say for a while I was seeing this guy, the guy that was in the back of the car with the guy puking in his jacket. I guess like everything we did together was like such a romantic time. It was amazing. We had like this really special bond and connection. So I guess anything that has to do with any activity with that guy, like really meant a lot to me. It was a dope time in my life.
How did your last relationship end?
How did my last relationship? I keep repeating your questions. Oh my God. How did my last relationship end? My last like serious relationship, not just seeing a guy. Like serious relationship. Okay. My last serious relationship, we had come back from vacation, and I'm not in no way trying, like I don't know what's going on in his life. I'm not trying to pin him as like someone horrible. He was an amazing human, amazing to me. But we came back from vacation. My grandfather was diagnosed with cancer before I left. for vacation, and he told me he was going to be completely fine, that there was going to be absolutely no problem, and his condition really deteriorated when I left. And so when I came back, it all became very clearly over. I guess the relationship was done before, but it also became extremely overwhelming for the guy that I was with. And I remember us getting in a huge fight and him just basically saying that all of this was just completely overwhelming. Maybe it's also my version of the story, maybe that's not truly how it happened, but I remember him just telling me that that it was over, that he couldn't do it anymore, that everything was just too much, like the whole fight that we had was just too much, and that was the last time that he was gonna give it a shot, and we tried a little bit after that, but yeah, he never really wanted to get back to the way things were.
Your longest relationship?
My longest relationship was with that guy.
How long?
A year and a half, a little bit more than a year and a half.
And your longest friendship?
My longest friendship has been with you. So almost 10 years. Yeah.
And he's gonna have only T.O. tattoo on his body.
Exactly, right? I couldn't find something more meaningful. Okay, what was your question? Yes, my ID.
Paco! Ata! Paco!
Oh my gosh, stop it!
Ben! Allez, hop.
You are literally always interrupting my videos. There's not one video I've made where you haven't interrupted me.
Easy!
Okay, we're back. He was barking. I don't know if that was filmed in the last footage. And also I'm back with a Red Bull with a straw, obviously metal straw. Because we're not trying to kill the turtles, people. Okay, that's that.
And to end up this interview, I will
Yes.
ask you, what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear. I guess my biggest fear would. I'm like, my biggest fear would be to lose the happiness I have right now. To lose this. How happy I am and how much work has gotten into, like, how much work it took for me to get to this point in my life where I'm genuinely happy with my life. I'm scared. I'm scared that it's gonna go back to the way that I felt. I'm scared that everything that I was experiencing before might come back one day. Yeah. So that's that.
So, thanks Gaby and Paco for that little interview.
Thank you, Mom, for interviewing me. Subscribe! What the hell is wrong with you? That's that! If not for me, for Pasquito. Bye, guys.